What up, y'all? Welcome in to our 2023 predictions. This is our February look ahead to see what we might expect as far as the themes that we'll be working with in the School of Life come this February. Before we get started, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel and spread the message, so the more actions you take on this content, the better. Will get me out in the algorithm. I cannot do it without you. And let's see, comment, share. If you don't know what to say, just leave an emoji. Any little thing you do helps. Also, check out the description box below. There are probably links to some of these decks that you can find on Amazon. There is a link to my Etsy shop. There is a link to my PayPal if you would like to support my work by donating to the channel. Otherwise, I think we're all ready and set to go. Thank you for being here. All right. So I've been pulling from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. I have been pulling from the Goddess Power Oracle. We are using the Wild Unknown Spirit, Animal Spirits, and we are using the Winged Enchantment, the Modern Witch Oracle, and my deck, the Straightforward Oracle. All right, you guys, what is going on for February? Okay, we have the Stone and we have the Ring. Oh my God. The other card, when I was shuffling just now, one flipped over and I was like, I'm not ready yet, so I just kept going. It was the Ring. And then I was like, well, I guess if it was really meant to be the Ring, it'll come back up. And it did. And also the Stone and the Ring. Very interesting, very interesting. So just my general impressions about the Stone and the Ring. This is very eternal. The lesson that I had been, like the downloads that had been coming to me over the past year about eternal, went beyond like a linear time understanding of eternal as far as seeing it to mean like always was and always will be. To me, eternal has come to mean perpetual, unwavering, sustaining. And so the reason I'm saying eternal is because stone is something that grows and forms over a very long time. And unless something crushes it, it's there, it's stable. It's not going to be broken down. It's like this phrase, set in stone. The ring is a symbol of, of continuity. It's continuous, it's unbreaking, it's continual, right? It's eternal. So big things this February. Themes involving learning how to be in the vibration, learning how to be in affinity with the light by learning how to become eternal, meaning that you have a level of mastery and awareness and consciousness and self-mastery and self-control where you are starting to become consciously involved in an effort to have a level of fulfillment and certainty that is sustaining, that is eternal, that is unwavering, which will allow you to remain in a state of cause consciousness, which is also having affinity with the light, because the light, the source of all that is, was the cause of all that is. So if we want to be the cause, we can't be affected by everything that comes and goes, by all the winds of change, by the circumstances of the day that could temper our moods, and then we don't, show up for our life and we miss an opportunity, you know what I mean? So it's like about figuring out the vibrational thermostat in you Where do you want to set your vibration? Where do you want to set your consciousness? Where do you want your energy and your feeling? How do you want to feel? And set that and learn how to sustain it. And so in February, I think that we are getting like to a more level, sustained and sustainable state of being for ourselves, where we're really locking in at that authentic self and that authentic self mode. I'm going to go ahead and read these two cards. I have a feeling they might be connected and linked in this book, but I'm really compelled to dive deeper and to see what Kim Kranz has to say about these archetypes. Because it also could have to do with being at the level of emotional maturity and consciousness and healing within your life, where you could actually be able to entertain and sustain like a long-term commitment with someone who's ready for that as well, and have like the chance to actually do it with eyes wide open, knowing what it is and what it involves, and being able to actually have a functional, like, healthy shot at it. We're healing. We're learning. Okay, where are the tools? Where are the tools? Places. Here we go. The tools. Okay, we're looking for the ring. This is live, people. We're raw. We're flipping through pages. Okay, the ring. Actually, where's the stone? Stone first. The stone. Oh, the eternal. Oh my God. Oh, we're really right on it, aren't we? Downloads coming through. Okay, the stone. The eternal. The anchor. The rock. What does the rock do with that? The eternal. The anchor. The rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. In Jewish mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. So interesting. Build a cairn. I don't know how to say this word. It's C-A-I-R-N. It's like Gaelic or something, I don't know. Build a cairn in nature. Find inspiration in any Goldsworthy stone egg forms. Oh, Andy. Build a cairn in nature. I don't know how to say that. Find inspiration in Andy Goldsworth's stone egg forms. Interesting. Okay. And then I lost the ring. Oh, here it is. Okay, great. Turned right to it. Yay. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, As a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Ooh! When light, contentedness, humility, sacred cycles. When dark, unconscious repetition, starving for connection. Let's go deeper on the stone. When light on the stone card, steadfast, loyal, committed, present. When dark, weighted down, holding back, cold. So ask yourself, come February, are you withholding? Are you withholding anything to try to maintain a sense of control or get what you want? Are you being cold to get what you want? Okay, cool. Up next, let us do who is our goddess oracle guide for the month? Who is our goddess energy influence? Goddess archetype are we working with? We got 2 last month. Let's just get these. Oh, Persephone, inexperience, and Lakshmi, fortune. I love this. Okay, so Lakshmi, I consider this to be the Jupiter energy of expansion coming in. Fortune is smiling upon us come February. If we keep our vibration cultivated like we set out to in January. So fortune will be expanding our efforts. So make sure to be putting your intention and your efforts into what you want to manifest, not what you want to avoid. Don't focus on what you don't want. Don't focus on what's going wrong. Don't focus on what you want to avoid. Focus on what you want to create. Focus on the results that you want to see. Focus on anything that fortune can get a hold of and expand for you, right? It's like you're going to get in what you get out. Lakshmi, fortune. Persephone, inexperience. Now, don't let inexperience get the better of you. We have had, this is January when I'm filming this. We've been having a bunch of messages recently about like consulting an expert, getting advice from experts. Maybe we are not quite prepared to go all the way in what we're trying to do. There's still some inexperience there, which is good. If we keep an open mind and we keep the mind of the novice, then we're the student, always willing to learn, always willing to gain knowledge from experience. So just be aware. It's like the fool thinks he knows everything. The wise man knows he knows little. So go forward in February with the mentality of a wise man, knowing that you know little, knowing that you have a lot to learn, or that you could be wrong, or that you could, make changes or adjustments. The scientific community relies on the fact that they have to stay open-minded, and they have to be open to being wrong, to building upon what they already know. They have to be open to believing that they have so much more to find out. I got cold and my little nosy started to drip. I don't have any tissues around and I'm trapped here. So I hope I don't have snot. But anyway, so Persephone actually was tricked because she was so vulnerable and gullible. What happened was, Also, I think we should embrace like the innocence and like the innocence of the fool, whereas like we are going forward unencumbered by our fears, and we're just like, you know, shooting our shot, doing what we can, taking a risk and let the chips fall where they may. You know, it's like c'est la vie. But also, so what happened to Persephone was she went down into Hades, into the underworld, and I think she was looking for her dead husband, maybe. Can't remember the details. But while she was there in the underworld, the god of the underworld, is his name Hades? I can't remember. God of the underworld tricked Persephone into eating some pomegranates while she was there. And because of that, it bound her into an agreement where she had to go back 6 months out of every year and live in the world of the dead, in the world of winter, in the world, like that's what we're in now, right? We're in winter. We're in that void where we're allowing, you know, what's come and gone and what is no longer serving to pass, so that our ground is even more fertile and ripe with possibility, and come spring, you know, everything can bloom and flourish, unencumbered by the things that are need to die and fall away. So Persephone gets to come up and when she gets to come out of the underworld and live in the upper world, in the living world, she brings with her spring and rebirth and renewal. So I think that there is this renewal of good fortune in your life, but keep a beginner's mindset, keep an energy and expectancy of innocence and lightheartedness, and keep your heart open, and, you know, allow yourself to be vulnerable when it's appropriate and safe, but also draw from the experience that you've had so that you don't make any foolish mistakes or keep going round and round in the same cycles, because fortune is changing this month, but you have to be changing with it, right? You have to be giving it the proper space to be able to have something flourish in. Okay. Animal totem. What is our animal spirit guide for the month? Ooh, cheetah. Ooh, another fire element animal. Cheetah. I will read cheetah because I think there's more to it than I can remember. But cheetahs are fast moving. They are cunning. They are hunters. They are predators. They know what they want and they go after it, and whatever they're going after won't know what hit it. So things are moving fast. This whole thing over here, like if you have a sudden like relationship take hold, like it could be moving fast. So slow it down. Slow it down in February. It's not that it's the wrong relationship. It's just that in order for any relationship to have a chance at being great and sustainable and, you know, healthy, it needs to go slower than you want it to. It's called building the vessel. Okay, awesome. So let's read cheetah. Okay, nothing has ever taken so long. Okay, cheetah. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. Major Ace of Wands vibes to me, right? The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others. and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Very Leo-like too. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. Ooh, January's message, the last oracle, straightforward oracle card said that we were veering off path. And I thought that the main point was that we needed to recenter our focus, regroup your focus, right? So don't let your focus dissipate or wane or get too spread out. You need to reconnect with your why. And if you're losing focus, maybe it's because you've become disconnected with why you're doing this in the first place. What your reasons are, what you really want for yourself in the long run. You know, what you're trying to do, the legacy you're trying to leave and create. Oh yes, so if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient or competitive. So be sure to mind your cheetah energy in February. And if it's in balance, it's gonna be, you're gonna feel like you can achieve anything and you have boundless energy, which is great. I think we're building upon January going in that direction. But if it gets out of balance, you'll find that you're impatient and that you're too competitive. And if you need to bring those energies into balance, reconnect to your purpose and the why. Okay, now let's pull 4 tarot cards and 5 of cups. We are still getting over all that lingering sadness. Look, don't look back and regret. It's over. What's done is done. Keep moving forward. We need to shake it off and keep moving on, because this sadness is preventing us from this eternity right here. This eternal, this sustaining, this solid dependability right here. We're going to be able to go there as soon as we can let go of the past and the disappointments from the past, because all of that, thinking that it's all going to be like that again, or it's all going to blow up my face all over again, or the subconscious fear that's protecting you from that possibility of happening, even if you consciously don't think that, you've got to allow those memories to come up, transmute the way that you think of them, and let them go. Don't look over your shoulder, not one more day. Okay, what is this? Ace of Wands! It's that cheetah life coming through. Rebirth, renewal. Like, this is springtime energy. This is horniness. This is like, got a boner for you. This is like lust for life. You are excited. You have a renewed sense of purpose, stamina, determination, and creativity. This is a surge of creativity. If you're wanting to get pregnant, Ace of Wands is a good sign for getting pregnant. It's about fertility. Okay, what else do we need to know? Ooh, Knight of Swords. Okay, well, somebody needs to see what needs to be done, or somebody sees what needs to be done, and they're like riding in to do it. So I think that your cheetah has been activated. The Ace of Wands has been activated. You are like sharp and you're online, right? You are in the zone. You can see like every detail and everything that needs to be done, and you are like taking action and acting on it. I can't help but think that the Knight of Swords might also be a person coming in like all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, when you're like, where'd you come from? And they're like, I'm here now! Da, da, da. Are you glad I'm here? Yay, I can help you in your situation. So you may have a collaborator show up. You may have someone who wants to team up or help you in your cause, or you might meet someone who just wants to join you in what you're doing, or team up or hang out or whatever. But I do think that overall your energy is going to be very like get the job done. I also see that the way it's set up is that the knight is running back, and it makes me think, wait, I left something behind. I need to go back and get what I forgot, or I moved on and I should have grabbed that, you know. So there might be this energy of going back for something you left, or there might be someone like that might have to do with the heartbreak. It might be somebody coming back around being like, oh, I'm so sorry, I regret having, you know, disappeared or whatever. But just be aware that that energy could be coming back around, and you've got to decide what to do with it from there. Nine of Wands. This is the end of a difficult cycle for you. This is the end of the old patterns. So if this situation is going to be taking you back, circling around to like, if this is like an old thing coming back, it's probably not a good idea. If it's something that's like in recent, near past, then it's something that might be worth revisiting, because you've been doing so much change and transformation that anything that was started or like a year, like before last year in the distant past is not going to be in vibrational alignment with you anymore. You're going to have this memory of when it was, and it's going to seem familiar and it's going to seem right based on that, but you've changed so much that it won't be sustainable, right? It's new things that have been presenting themselves that are like circling the airport and they're waiting for a gate to land. So just pay attention, because the end of your patterns is possible right now. The Nine of Wands is like you've almost finished something that you've been working so hard to overcome or so hard to achieve, and you're so tired and it's so tempting to like settle now, but don't, because you're almost there. You're nearly finished. This is, you're steps away from the finish line. All right. Eek. Pretty exciting. I like, what is happening in February? Ugh. It's like a fight, a duel. Graduation, major healing, lesson truly embodied, wholeness, next level of evolution, completion, successful finish. Oh, I feel that. I feel that big time. I feel that every month of this year is gonna just be building on our momentum. We are really living in a new version of ourselves that we've never experienced with ourselves before, or it's possible to now. And so we've learned so much from the past. We've gained so much experience. We've learned our lessons. And now what we're doing is we're trying to use the knowledge that we've gained and the lessons we've learned, and we're trying to put them into motion. We're trying to just live this truth now. It's like, this is it, folks. We're no longer rehearsing. This is the show. Stop obsessing was our next card. And I feel that, yeah, whatever you do, it's like, do it and be done with it. You know, it's like, do it and don't have like wishy-washy energy about it. Just do it with certainty, and then let it go and let the chips fall where they may. And just know with certainty that if you messed up anything, the creator will change it around in your favor, or will give you guidance about how to course correct, right? So stop obsessing. The more you obsess over something, even if it's in a good way, like you're obsessively working at a project, or like something that you want to launch or something you want to promote, right? It's like you're putting this energy of scarcity, control, neediness, and lack around it. Because you're not giving it space. You don't feel like you're safe enough to claim it as your own or yours, or that you're one with it, or that it's not going anywhere, to just let go and like put your energy on other things. So whether good or for bad, don't obsess. Let your mind go to other things, direct your focus on other things, but don't torture yourself with obsessing over like what you could have done differently. Don't torture yourself over obsessing over doing something perfectly. Don't obsess over anything right now in February. Just be enthusiastic and be devoted and be focused, but like don't do your best and then like let go of the rest. Okay. feel like it's that one. You are abundant. I love this. So in January's reading, scarcity mindedness was affecting us, and that was what was going on that was holding us back or slowing down our manifestations from coming into fruition. So what I'm thinking about this is that we've learned our lesson, we've stopped obsessing, and now because we're able to stop obsessing because we feel abundant. We feel like we're more than enough. We feel like there's more than enough options in life. There's more than enough opportunities. There's more than enough to go around. So we're not feeling like we're lacking anywhere, which is great. And fortune is smiling on us because of this. It's just awarding us with more of the same. And this 9 of Wands here, this could have been overcoming lack-mindedness, scarcity-mindedness, fears of inadequacy, right? Or insecurities. Not enoughness. Oh, okay, that's too much. That's ridiculous. All right, what is our final card for the month of February? I think it was that one. You're going in circles. Okay, so this 9 of Wands, this long-held pattern that we're trying to get through, this is the locked groove that keeps going us around and around, and we're skipping the record. We're like, na 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 na. So get out of that locked groove, okay? Pay attention to where you are doing things the same and getting the same results. Pay attention to where you are having the same experiences and you reverse engineer them to see like, okay, well, how are you showing up the same every time? Something that you're doing is taking you in circles, and it's funny because of the ring. It's like an eternal cycle of learning here. But whatever it is, this is a negative pattern, cycle, stuck in a loop, repeating the same mistake, time for a new story. It could be that you're showing up in this new life, but you're continuing to tell the same story, or that you're continuing to write your new story based on the old story. You know, we talked about in the overall energy of the year, which I would highly suggest going back and watching that. Just a general look over the whole year, the theme of the whole 2023. It was about not like, it's like if life was this television series or like a great Netflix series, the new season that we're entering in is such like a big like jump. It's almost as if the show itself had the finale, the series finale, and then they rebooted the show immediately the next season, and nothing in the canon from previous seasons matters. Like, there are, like, your characters don't have to do things based on the past. You don't have to do things based on the past. You don't have to assume that other people are, like, coming at you in the same way that they were in the past, right? It's a different you. It's a new story. You've been already creating a new reality because you've been shifting your energy for the last year. So the things that are coming they're crystallizing into your material reality right now, it's not the same as it was. It can't be, because you weren't the same as you were when you started creating this, putting this manifestation into motion with your new level of energy, with your new expectations, with your new vibration, with your new desire. So just remember, things are different. You are different, and you can take your time to learn how to be this new self. But if you find yourself going back into familiar, comfortable, like default settings, stop yourself. Shake it up, mix it up, break the pattern, because you don't want to go back down that road again. You don't want to keep bringing the same thing around. It's better to do something different and make a mistake at this point than it is to keep doing the same thing hoping not to make a mistake. It would be more conscious of you. It would grow you further. It would evolve you more to risk making the mistake rather than doing things the same way again because you're afraid if you do it differently, you will make a mistake. Like, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it mindset is not going to work this time. Okay? So you've got to upset the pattern. You've got to do something differently. The goose is our winged enchantment bird messenger for the month. Let's see what the goose has to say. All right. I am Goose, the guardian of the journey. I am the soul who travels. I am the quest within. I am the greatest story ever told. You have been avoiding the unknown roads ahead in favor of the old and familiar. You are indecisive. It may be time to seek warmer pastures, as I am the call to a great life-altering journey. Every great tale starts here. Every hero heeds a call. I may inspire a road trip or open your eyes to those wide open spaces on the other side of the fence. Rest assured that no matter where I lead you, you will never return home the same. I stir the heart and make it restless. I push you from your comfort and wake up your senses. You will traverse those far-off places as I lead your spirit onward. You are the quest. You are searching for the new. You are the adventurous hero. You are Goose. Quack, quack. That's duck. Goose is more of like a honk. All right, you guys, I feel good about February. I feel really good. Big things are happening this year. I can already tell. Even if nothing no huge landmark events happen this year, I feel like by the end of this year, our lives are going to be unrecognizable. It's going to be like a gradual transformation, and then we're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, it's insane. I'm excited. All right, y'all, be good, but not too good. I'll see you in our March video. And then, yeah, go back and check out the rest of this playlist. Save this video in a playlist for yourself, and you can reference it throughout the month or whatever if you need to. All right, y'all, ciao, bye.